What's up, motherfucker? Yo, what's up? So, if you come from Twitter, then you know me as VV Music Topics. If you're coming from an OG, then you know me as Double V. Boom, bada bing, secrets out. I live a double life. Yep, that's right. I have a Twitch that I've been hiding from you guys, and you can go check it out. Link will be in the description. First things first, this is going to be my first music review, so this is not going to be amazing. This is not going to be super in-depth. This is not going to be fucking an Anthony Fantano video, but this will be my own, and I'm going to review shit how I want to review it. So I'm going to base this off basically my enjoyability. I've listened to Side B 5 times, I should say, and I think reviewing an album after one listen is fucking stupid, so that's why I listened 5 times. If you guys have any other albums that you want me to check out or review, let me know in the description, or not in the fucking description, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll check them out. Also, let me know what you rate this album out of 10, just Side B, out of 10, in the comment section below. And let me preface something real quick before I jump into my pros and cons of Side B, baby. First things first, I'm a giant Eminem fan. Been an Eminem fan since I was a kid. Been an individual Eminem fan since about Recovery. So, I'm going to try to be as unbiased as possible, but we all know how that's going to happen. I'm probably not going to be that unbiased. So, you can see behind me, I've got fucking Music to Be Murdered by vinyl right there, Some Shady LP, and you can't see it. How the fuck do fingers work? You can't see it, but right there's Curtain Call. And then I've got like all the CDs and shit. I'm also wearing the Music to Be Murdered by merch, just to show you guys that I fucks with him. I'll make this video real quick. If you guys want to see a more in-depth video on this, let me know, and I might do it. So basically, I just want to hit a couple things first and let you guys know what I really enjoyed about this album. First off, I made a tweet about the features last night, talking shit about them. Fuck that tweet, because I hadn't even listened to the album yet. I was just shitting on the features just because I was pissed because I saw Skylar Grey. But that feature goes hard. That song is really, really, really good. I enjoyed it. Love the song. I think their chemistry on that song is amazing. Better, I think it might be one of their best collaborations other than I Need a Doctor, but just because that's a classic. And then essentially my beef with like the Skylar Grey and Eminem collabs previously is that I didn't think they had like crazy amount of chemistry. I don't think their chemistry was really all that great. But I feel like in this, with the beat and like the transition from like his verse to her chorus, I felt like it kind of hit pretty hard. So. Which was a step up from like Leaving Heaven, even though I really like that song, and like songs like Tragic Endings or Asshole, even though Asshole's trash. Step up for the Skylar Grey feature. I was super, super, super stoked after I heard that. I was so excited that they finally made a good song together. So I just want to go and get that out of the way. The features were awesome. The Ty Dolla $ign feature was super unexpected. Loved it. Thought it was cool. The DJ Primo was cool, even though I figured it would be the whole song, but it's just like the scratches at the end. But still really cool. Dr. Dre, where the fuck did that come from? So those are just a couple things off the top of my head that I was super excited about. Another thing that I really loved about this album was that jokes landed perfectly, in my opinion. I think previously, like in Revival and even Kamikaze, even on Side A of Music to Be Murdered by, some of his jokes that he had and some of his songs kind of felt kind of cringy and too forced, and it kind of made the song kind of shitty or not the song, but like the bar in it's kind of shitty in my opinion. Couple like the Heavy Booty Diarrhea line, I don't care what you say if he's trying to be funny or not, that was just cringy as hell. The Long John Silver's line on In Too Deep was really, really, really cringe. But I feel like a lot of them on this album, he's kind of feeling himself and he's kind of in his bag again. And he's not necessarily trying too hard to impress anyone anymore. He's not trying to prove to us that he's a Black Thought, that he can make a super cohesive album like Kendrick Lamar, or J. Cole, or even Nas at this point. You listen to Eminem for enjoyability. It's no different from listening to like a trap artist like Uzi or someone like Travis Scott. Eminem is here for enjoyability and his lyric ability, and that's all I listen to him for. I don't go into an Eminem album expecting this full-on cohesive Good Kid, Mad City album. That's not who Eminem is. That's not how he makes music. And if you ever go into his albums looking for that, then you're just setting yourself up to not enjoy the album, because that's not how he works. And like I touched on a little bit before, it just sounds like he's enjoying music again. You know, I feel like on previous albums like Revival, Kamikaze, and Side A, he was trying to tend to certain parts of the fan base and tend to like people that were talking shit about him, and it just kind of made really the album's just kind of jumbled and kind of like just some of the songs just on previous albums just kind of fell out of place and out of nowhere, just because like he was trying to prove himself to, you know, oh, I need to make this song for this side of my fan base, and I need to make this song for this side, and then I need to make this one to show my haters this. And I don't feel like he's doing that on this album. I feel like I don't think there's a single song on there that Eminem didn't want on this album, which is fine. There's a couple of them that I don't really agree with, like She Loves Me, don't know why that was on the album. And Killer, I could see why that was on the album, just because it kind of fits in with the Music to Be Murdered By vibe. Not really fucking with that song, but I can see why he put it on there. The She Loves Me, though, not necessarily sure why that was on there, but I'll let it slide. It's got a cool chorus, I'll give it that. That's about the only thing I did not enjoy about the album, was just basically that song. The beat selection, Eminem's beat selection since Revival has increased dramatically. The fucking beats on Revival, even on Marshall Mathers LP2, and I love that album, have been dog shit. Like there was even some on Kamikaze that I don't think were kind of dog shit. Even like in Music Being Murdered by Side A, there's a couple beats on there that are kind of duty. The beats all together on this album I think are phenomenal. Even the Alfred's theme beat, a lot of people are talking shit about that beat, but honestly I kind of fuck with stupid beats like this, like the beat like that, and like Yeah Yeah, and even East by Earl Sweatshirt, and you guys know I'm not a huge Earl Sweatshirt guy. Songs like that, like beats like that, I just really fuck with it, just because like I really like a good delivery on a shitty beat. It just makes it's just kind of funny. Beat selection I think is probably top tier, probably the best we've had since Relapse, I would venture to say. I think his delivery on this album is also the best we've seen since Relapse, and the quality upgrades from this to Revival, astronomical. I mean, this is like, it's like a night and day difference between this and Revival. If I were to rate Side B in its own standalone album, I'm giving it a solid 9 out of 10. I'm probably gonna get some shit for that, just because it's kind of a hot take to enjoy Eminem nowadays. But like I said, if you're coming to an Eminem album expecting to get this super cohesive Good Kid, Mad City or Forest Hills Drive or like an Undone, you're not going to. You're just setting yourself up for failures. All in all, this album was super, super enjoyable. All my 5 listens, I've enjoyed it. Like I said, those 2 songs, like She Loves Me and Killer, wasn't really feeling, but they don't really take away too much from the album for me. But songs like Nat, Discombobulated, Book of Rhymes, Guns Blazing, Zeus, I think he's really in his bag in this album, and with the way he's increasing in quality of from Revival to this, makes me super excited to see what he's going to do with his next album. That's it. That's all I got to say. If you guys want to see a more in-depth review, if you want me to go into the songs and shit, let me know in the comments. I'll do a video. Let me know what you think about the album. Let me know what other albums I should start reviewing.
Anime bitches, I look at her titties, then I take her home and we count up these 50s. I come to your city, I sneak in your chimney, I tickle her kidney, and then I watch Disney. I love me some hentai, I go on X videos. Bitch, I'm deep, stick my dick in your...
I'm not going to just suck his cock, but I am.